Hey y'all. Just got to read the comment. First of all, my ponytail just crooked and slid. It was up here last night. But I just threw my little scarf on, so I moved it, but doesn't matter. I'm out and about, as you can see. Parent duty never ends, no matter how you feel, baby. So yeah, just dropped my daughter off. But it was just too much to type, of course, so I decided to do a video. I've done a video like this before, but of course I got a lot of new hold on y'all, cause this shit is all the way live. All the way to the side. Alright. First of all, I had a good time at the concert. Thank you God for bringing me home safe and sound. I hate really going places on weekends because folks be out there swerving and drinking and driving or whatever they fucking issue is. I guess drinking and driving. Just all over the road. So I'm just, you know, you got to drive for you and the other person and pay attention. But I got home safe and sound. Yeah, as you can see, I'm rolling again in my own car. Shout out to my husband. Because, you know, I had busted my tire. And I was like, you know what, they're going to try to fuck me, you know, because they see a female and, you know, with certain cars or whatever, just any kind of car. They see a female, they gonna be like, oh yeah, you need to buy. Even though I had the road hazard, they still go by your tread, you know, dead. So I'm like, you know what? I told my husband, I said, you take it up there when you off, because I don't, they're gonna try to get over on me. And he went, and they barely looked at the tire. My husband said, okay, gave me a new tire. So yeah, got me a new tire. So ladies, don't sleep on that road hazard warranty, no matter how much it costs. It's for lifetime. Even if you got to pay out of pocket, just you know, it's not a lot as far as buying a whole tire. But anyway, let me get back on subject. Hell, Foxy J wanted to talk to me about what I do to manage my pain. Y'all, hold on, still. Okay, she want to know what I do to manage my pain, how I'm able to get out and about and do things in the midst of my pain. How do I manage? How do I maintain? Y'all, my ears ain't got no water. I know I can't talk without drinking some water. Oh y'all, I hate when the fucking squirrels do that shit. Y'all, that squirrel, oh y'all, I didn't hit it. I ran over the, man, I hate when they do that. Get in the fucking road and stop. And this little ass just ran over there. Don't do that. I hate that shit. They do that shit all the time. I'm gonna run over one of their little asses one day. Ooh, I hate that. Ooh, it scared me. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna start over either. Y'all just hate that shit. As you can see, I'm a little horse, but y'all had a great time. But anyway, Foxy, man, I manage my life and do what I do with a lot of planning. One of the things. Okay, I do it. It's a lot of planning I do. This place I went downtown, I kind of sort of remember the area. I never went inside of that particular place, but I had to remember and try to figure out, okay, I know it's gonna be some stairs I'm gonna have to climb somewhere, and I know the parking ain't shit free downtown. So I remember I would probably have to park in the basement and go up a flight of stairs to get back on the street level to walk across the street to the venue. So I'm like, okay, gonna be some stairs. Just a quick, in case you're new to my channel, or in case you need more motivation, I've had 4 back surgeries. Yeah, 4. 2 in my upper back, 2 in my lower back. See something all up and down my spine. 2, they went in my neck in here 2 times in the front, 2 right in the lower part of my back. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have arthritis in my back. Arthritis in both of my knees. I had surgery on one of my knees in high school from a sports injury. And you know, when you mess up one knee, you tend to use the other knee, of course, so you eventually wind up with 2 bad knees. So I have 2 bad knees. I need a knee replacement in one of them. So I have, what they call it. It's enough to make you retire. I mean, on my knee alone, it's enough. They ain't even look at my back, what they did, but on my knee alone, just one knee jacked up, it's enough to Yeah, how you gonna work? Anybody gonna hire you? Yeah, so that's enough to get retirement on his own disability. Joint disease. I'm trying to say that, y'all know I can't. Y'all know I'm gonna mess it up, but it's a joint disease. Basically, bad as arthritis. I have osteoarthritis all through my body. That's runs in my family. My grandmother, my uncle have the rheumatoid, which is the bad, really bad one. But I have the osteoarthritis. Yeah, so I knew I had the plan. I'm like, okay, of course, no stilettos, no heels. Y'all don't really see me in heels anyway. I like to wear heels because I be want to wear, look fashionable and stuff. But I'm like, okay, I was a little upset as always. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to find something new to wear, something different. And I was looking at heels. I'm like, I ain't gonna be able to do that. Even if I take them off and put on another little pair of flats and all of that, I'm like, I'm already hurt. I'm already hurt, and I was trying to talk myself out of not going. So I'm like, you know what? I just wear me some flats, and I'm like, you know what? I got those Reeboks in there I never worn, 70s. So I'm gonna wear those Reeboks. So that's how I plan my outfit. I always start with my shoes, then I build my way up. Like I said, I was sitting in my room. I wasn't gonna go because I was already hurt. And I'm like, okay, I need to rest. I really need to rest. If I go, I'm gonna probably be hurting more. And I'm like, nah, that's some bullshit. I'm like, you know what? I just gotta go. I don't go to everything I win. I really don't. But I'm like, you know what? Cool again. I've never seen them, and I'm like, you know what? Ain't got nothing else to do, and got my outfit already laid out, and got my little hair picked out and stuff. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go. Took me a couple of Aleves. My husband turned me on to Aleves. Yeah. Everything in moderation. So I took me a couple of Aleves, and I ate me a little something, and I'm like, okay, let's do this. Once I started putting my makeup on, and I had my music going, and got my mind off of that pain, and just started, playing my makeup and stuff, and I started you look good, you feel good. So I started feeling good. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go. Even though once again I went by myself. My husband had to work. So he don't like to go places late and then have to get up early in the morning and go to work. And he don't call in and he don't like not missing. He don't like not going to work. So yeah, kudos to you, Big Dad. So yeah, he went to work, and I was gonna take my daughter. And she chickened out. She's like, Mama, I don't feel like going. I'm like, all right, I like, me, I like riding solo because I don't want to rush home and stuff. And I knew she had something to do this morning. I'm like, okay, cool. So anyway, it's all about planning. Had to plan your outfit, your shoes and stuff. Like I was saying, I was trying to talk myself out of not going, but I'm like, you know what? I know what it feels like. I've said this over and over again. I know what it feels like to not be able to do anything. I know what it feels like, because when I had my last surgery in 2009, I was basically laying in my bed, flat on my back, just laying there. When they went in my neck, couldn't raise my head up, my neck up. I couldn't sit up because it was too much pressure. I had this big old neck thingy on, and all I can do is just lay flat on my back, looking at the ceiling. I used to cry. I'm like, Lord, I used to look around my room and just cry. I'm like, this is the rest of my life. I'm in my early 40s, and I'm laying in this bed, can't move, like I'm crippled like a 90-year-old. Is this the rest of my life? I mean, this is it. Most people will be comfortable like that, just like, yeah, I can relax and chill. I'm retired, and I can just lay in bed all day, eat bonbons. And nah, I'm like, man, this is not me. I'm like, Lord, this is it. I used to cry. Not mainly from the pain, but just knowing my life is over. I ain't gonna be able to do nothing. Yeah. So I told myself, Lord, if you let me heal, heal pretty good and be able to do stuff, man, I'm gonna enjoy my life. I'm gonna live my life. I was already living my life anyway before the surgery. I know how I do it, but see, I'm like, man, I just can't just lay in this bed. So it's all in a mind game. You're telling yourself, like I said, I had my bad days. I'm having bad days right now. I'm in pain right now, but it's not really bad because I wore those Converse that's over there on the other side. I took them off last night, and I got in my car. They over there, but I had my tennis shoes on, whatever. I was comfortable. Like I said, I planned. I remember those stairs, so I had to tell myself, okay, I got to go up those flight of stairs. So It's hard for me to go upstairs, so I have to go one by one. One. You know, I can go down them pretty good, but I still have to just do one. So I had to plan that. I'm gonna talk about medication at the end. You know, not too much, but it's all about, again, planning. Everything based on what I do in my life, everything I have, furniture I have, cars I drive, whatever, it's all about planning. It's more easier on my knees. And anybody that's overweight will agree with me 100%. It's easier on your knees when you don't have a lot of weight to pick up. You know, if you sitting down or whatever, you got to get up. I already have, no matter how much I weigh, I already have issues raising myself up. Y'all don't know that, out of a chair, you know, just getting up out of this car. I have to sit there and, like, okay, think about it, get this hand steady on something, and mainly use my arm muscles to raise myself up. I just can't raise myself up using my legs, because both my knees are messed up. So I had to, you know, build up upper body strength to be able to raise myself up. It's a lot of shit, y'all, I go through, y'all don't be really knowing. Yeah. It's like I was saying, it's easier on my body if I drove a truck, because I can just, you know, climb up in the truck and then, you know, just, you know, step down off of it on the little ladder thing or whatever you call it, the little step thing. My Expedition, I sold it because a family member needed a vehicle, so I sold it to them. And you know, when I got my car, I kept the Expedition outside, and he started breaking into it like 4 times. I'm like, you know what? Yeah. So I went ahead and sold it. But it's more easy on my body if I did drive a truck. But I love my car so much, so I'm not gonna get rid of it. As you can, I said before, the furniture I have, the dining room table I have, I don't really want that particular dining room table, but it's easier for me to sit in it and get out of it instead of getting a low one. But anyway, you know, that's just some of the things I do to, you know, to prepare myself. But let me get back on track. You want to talk about being jolly? It just a mind game. Like I said, I was sitting back in my chair. I'm hurting. I'm like, you know what? If I sit here, I'm gonna hurt. I hurt more sometimes than I just sit. When I just sit and lounge, believe it or not, I hurt more. So that's why my husband and people are like, okay, I thought she was hurting or whatever. I am. I'm hurting right now. I'm going to hurt the rest of my life. I hurt 24/7 non-stop, constantly nagging, pain in my leg and my back, like somebody just doing it constantly. But recently, it's in the bottom of my foot where I have permanent nerve damage. I have permanent nerve damage on my lower side, my left arm, all the way down my left leg, my back, and my foot, my toes. So whatever I did, and I'm beginning to think it's this damn incline. I think it's that level 19 and shit I was doing, so I'm gonna cut that out. Yeah, I'm talking about that in a minute too. But I'm you know, it's better for me personally when I move around, you know, instead of just sitting there and being miserable, hurting. I just get up. When you look good, you feel good, so I get up, you know, put on makeup, whatever, put on some hair, move around. I start to feel better. As far as the medication, I go to a pain management doctor, and even though it's a pain management clinic, they don't like to prescribe you a lot of pills. I don't like taking all that shit anyway. And actually, my appointment wasn't until May. I was going once a month, and I used to go every 3 months, and now it's like every 6 months. So I know everybody got one of those in their neighborhood. This man gets up every day, rides his bike. He been at the local store getting coffee. I am so scared I'm gonna find him dead on the side of the street one day. All he do is ride his bike in the middle of the street. You know, something wrong with him, but he just be in the middle of the street, and folks have to ride. Folks have to ride over around him. Anyway, yeah, folks all that pain medication and stuff like that. My doctor don't like to my doctor don't like to prescribe all that medication. I'm like, well, I don't want it anyway. I don't like all of that bullshit. Because over time, you take all that meds, you know, it help in the beginning, but your body get immune to that stuff, and it start working after a point in time, and you just tend to like want to take more than prescribed, and it's not good for your insides, as far as your liver, your lungs and stuff. That shit ain't good, especially if you drink alcohol. You know, you don't need all that meds. But You know, if you don't drink, of course, it's good to take them sometimes. But me personally, I like to just try other methods to manage my pain. Email me, ck68@yahoo, and I will just answer your question, Fox, so I can go into a little bit more detail with you. But the main thing for me, let me get back on track. The main thing for me is just keeping this weight off me. That's one of the reasons why I work so hard to keep this weight off. Not to, you know, be trendy and keep up with the times and to wear fashionable outfits, because I know I don't even buy clothes hardly. I don't buy clothes. So yeah, I just feel better when I weigh less, especially with the knees. So you have to keep that weight off of you. That's another way I maintain. And just tell yourself, I like, you know, I say everybody don't like going to concerts, everybody don't like going places. That's fine. But you have a hobby. Everybody got something they like to do. And don't you want to keep doing it or whatever? So just maintain your weight. Just tell yourself, look, CK can do it, I can do it. I don't want to just sit here, you know. I don't want to just sit here and let my life go by, and because what's going to happen is, like me, you're going to retire. I retire. I never forget. Hell, I was weighing like 180 pounds. In no time, I got up to 235 pounds. And I knew from experience, well, not from experience, but I knew that 235 is going to turn to 250, 280, 300. I'm like, hell to the now. So I just made up my mind, 09. I never looked back. I'm finna get this weight off of me. I'm finna live my life. It's you have to just talk to yourself constantly and like, look, I wanna have fun. People always ask me, how the hell you be going to Essence and stuff? Comfortable shoes and just planning. Comfortable tennis shoes, flats, flip-flops. I ain't gonna lie, some pain pills in me, you know, to get, you know, just to numb the pain until I can, you know, get somewhere and sit down. I don't do all that walking and stuff. I mean, I walk and I have to sit down constantly. I just can't stand on my feet and just stand up the whole time. Oh, also, when I buy concert tickets, I always, not always, but most of the time I ask for the handicap section, and the people don't like handicap. Yeah, handicap. That means you just walk in a certain section and just go straight to your seat. There's no stairs you have to climb at all. I love it because, again, because there's no stairs I have to climb or go up or down. I'm just like in a section, you know, just a couple of seats. I'm like, you know, excuse me, trying to, you know, get over people. How you have to get up, and so folks can constantly get by you and pass you. I hate that. And those seats are the same price as all of the rest of them. And they don't ask you for proof of no handicap placard and the number on it and all of that stuff. You just have to call. You just can't order it on the website. You have to call the number and tell them you need, you know, handicap accessible seating. And that's how I go to a lot of my concerts when I pay for them. And I go see R. Kelly and stuff. So I do that. And again, if you go somewhere that you're not familiar with, call the place and, you know, ask about parking and their stairs, you know, just tell them, you know, I have problems doing this or that. Is there a lot of stairs where I'm going to sit? You have to just plan around there. I can talk on and on and on about it, but the main thing is all about, it's all a mind thing. Because like I said, I've been to the dark side. I've been paralyzed where I couldn't walk. Yeah. I couldn't walk. I had to crawl to the bathroom until somebody came home and helped me get up and all of that stuff. So yeah, I went through a lot when I first retired. I will never be 100% healed from my surgery. I'm going to have, like I said, issues the rest of my life. I'm going to have pain, tingling, numbness the rest of my life. I'm going to constantly trip over stuff. When it comes to my left leg, I'm thinking I'm lifting it up, but in reality, I'm not lifting it up as much as I thought I was, and I trip and fall. That's how I messed up my face and stuff a couple of years ago, coming from a concert. But that didn't stop me. I'm just like, I have to be mentally, I have to look down and lift up, make sure my leg is I'm lifting my leg up. But when I did the after of the day, I didn't have any alcohol in me, and believe it or not, I didn't have not one drink in me. All I did was take a couple of leaves, and I ate something, you know. I looked in the mirror, and I'm like, no, you look pretty good, Kane. You know, little jeans fitting and stuff, and I couldn't even get them jeans a month ago. And I'm like, shit, you know, I look pretty good, you know. My husband looked at me like, my baby, you look nice. So that's enough right there to be like, hey, you know, it's Fat Albert. And not Fat Albert, I'm not Fat Albert. Rerun. I'm trying to dance like rerun and stuff. But anyway, it's all, sometimes, most of it is up here. Let me get now, take out this damn ponytail. Most of it, it's all up here. You got to just tell yourself, okay, I got to figure out ways. I got to figure out my life. Like I say, it's all about figuring out your life. What's comfortable for you, what you can wear, what you can't wear, no matter what everybody else is doing. You can't wear no heels, don't wear them. You know, just figure, you got to just figure it out. Pop a couple of leaves or whatever, or just don't take no meds at all. If you can get around it, and just have a natural high. And a glass of wine don't help if you drink, but yeah, it's all about. I know how I know. Cause I've been to the dark side. I know what it feels like to can't walk, and now I can walk and I can do stuff. Shit, I'm finna live my life. So I know I was rambling, y'all. Yeah, but y'all know me. All right, Foxy, email me and I'll talk into detail about some other stuff. CKane68@yahoo.com.